Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Allis and I would love for you to join my channel and hit that subscribe button. For today's video, I'm going to show you guys a very easy, laid back, lazy day, sick day, everyday work day, girl on the go day, college student on the go day. Listen, you guys, this video is going to be a very simple and basic makeup look. It really isn't going to take much. If I need to wake up and look a little bit more presentable, not look all extra hella crazy, this is usually the look that I go for. It doesn't take me any more than 5 to 8 minutes. I promise you guys that. For the purpose of this video, this might not be a 5-minute long video just because I'm going to talk you guys through it, but trust and believe this does not take me much time at all in the morning. I'm going to be using mainly drugstore affordable products for this because I'm usually reaching for drugstore makeup anyways. I'm just going to get started right away. So the first thing that I do is usually just try to prime my face with a little bit of something. This is e.l.f. Hydrating Primer. I think this primer would work a lot better for somebody with drier skin just because I have oily combo skin. Some days I'm oilier than others and some days I'm drier than others. My skin is really weird. I do like this primer on days where my skin feels a little bit dry, and today's one of those days. Actually, it feels a little bit tight, so I want to go ahead and use a hydrating primer to kind of bring a little bit more luminosity to my face. It's important to use a primer because that's what's going to keep your makeup on longer. It's almost like you're painting a wall. If you don't use paint primer, then you can't expect the paint to stay on forever. It's going to start peeling quicker and even probably fading quicker too. So you want to use a primer for your skin before you go in with your foundation or your base, because that is definitely what's going to keep your foundation on longer. It's what's going to help the foundation stick onto something. For foundation, I'm going to grab the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Golden Beige. Extremely affordable. You can find it anywhere from $4 to $6. It really doesn't go any higher than that, and if it's going higher than that, girl, you're getting ripped off, okay? I actually bought this one for $4.50 or something like that at Walmart. I really love this foundation. It's a really solid medium coverage, and I think it just does a great job of evening out my skin, getting rid of my redness without it being too heavy or weighing me down or just making me feel like I got way too much cake on. On a day-to-day basis, this is definitely what I reach for. Wet n Wild did a bomb job with this foundation. It has this little spatula thingy right here. What I just do is I take this and I kind of just scoop it on my skin. And then I take my Real Techniques beauty sponge to blend that out. So I've been forgetting to mention to you guys, but I wanted to apologize for my nails, or the appearance of my nails. I know they look absolutely crazy. I've been filming a lot more frequently and uploading a lot more, and in editing, I've noticed how terrible and awful my nails look, and I owe that to some acrylics that I got done before I went on vacation last month in August, and the person who did it absolutely destroyed my nails. I don't, like, they have these horrible dents. I don't know if you guys can see there, but they have these horrible dents. The acrylic job was absolute crap. My nails are honestly recuperating right now. I have clear polish on them. And honestly, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I don't want to be painting them. I don't want to be doing any acrylics, obviously. I'm really staying away from anything that could possibly damage my nails in the slightest bit because I just want them to heal. Foundation does have a little bit of a painty smell. If you're really sensitive to any smells that are kind of strong, you might not like it, but trust me, you guys, it does go away. Do not fear, the paint smell doesn't stay. For concealer, I'm going to grab my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Medium. I typically use the shade Sand, which I actually love, but I use that one more to highlight, and even though I do love it, on a day-to-day basis, I don't really want the white under eye because I'm not going to contour. I'm not going to really do anything too fancy. I ain't got time for that in the morning. So honestly, less is more for me on a day-to-day basis, sick day basis, lazy day basis. Less is more. I just need something to make me look approachable when I'm in public and not like a beast, you know? Just try considering using a concealer that is just one shade lighter than your skin tone, or if not the shade of your skin tone, just because you want something to conceal that's a little bit heavier than foundation, because usually most foundations are very sheer, and obviously you don't really want to be caking anything on either. So you definitely want to use something that is not too much lighter than your skin tone, because then that's going to make you feel like you have to contour and you have to blend out your face so it doesn't just look like a white area underneath your eye. I'm just going to take a little bit of this, like I said, and I'm just going to put it on my under eye area. And I'm just going to focus it on the inner corner and bring it out. I'm not going to do like the humongous, like, giant triangle that I usually do. I just am using this to cover up my under eyes. I do have discoloration and under eye circles. I don't have them as bad today, but when I wake up with really bad ones, I usually put this underneath my foundation too, and then I put a little bit more after I put my foundation on, just to make sure that discoloration isn't going to be peeking throughout the day. And I'm just going to blend that out with the pointy side of my Real Techniques sponge. To me, this is just a really easy, effortless way to conceal without it being too out there. And I do run a little bit on top of my eye area just to also hide any discoloration. So as you can see, after I did that, my eyes don't appear as droopy, and obviously the darkness under my eyes isn't as prominent. But also my under eyes don't appear that I even have any sort of concealer on, you know, since it's just like half a shade lighter than my skin tone. If you have really dark under eye circles, and a good way to do it is also to color correct any sort of peaches, oranges. It's gonna help color correct that green purple tone that is the under eye circles. A little bit of powder just to set that, because I don't like it when it stays like that sticky concealer feeling, because I feel like, to me, it's just, I can feel it and it bothers me, and I usually just like to set that with some powder. So I'm just going to grab my Wet n Wild contour palette. This one is in the shade Caramel Toffee. This is the warmer of the two. So I'm just going to grab this one and put some of the Beige shade under my eyes. Now I'm just going to go for brows. On a day-to-day basis, I do just use a pencil. I don't use a pomade. I don't use anything too fancy. So I'm just going to take the brow definer from Anastasia in the shade medium brown. So now that I've done my brows, I'm just going to go in and just do a little bit of something on the eyes. I usually don't have time for any crazy eyeshadow, and I definitely don't have time for no damn wings. So I usually just don't do anything. Or if I do something, I just run a little bit of bronzer on my crease area just to give it a little bit more definition. So that's the only thing I'm going to do today. I'm just going to take some of that Wet n Wild bronzer again, and I'm just going to take the bronzer side this time, and I'm just going to run it on my crease, you guys. That's really all that I'm doing. To make it look a little bit more awake, you want to use some sort of nude or white eyeliner on your waterline just to open your eyes a little bit more. And now for mascara, I'm just going to use my favorite. It's this one, the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. I have this one right here, but it's so gunky and old, and honestly, I have to open the new one for this video. So I'm going to go ahead and do about 2 coats of mascara and let that dry. I've been loving this mascara because I do have pretty short lashes, but this does a great job at lengthening them and also giving them more volume without making them look super clumpy. So after just doing the 2 coats of mascara and letting it dry fully, I'm just going to grab the eyelash curler and just pump it a couple times just to give my eyelashes a little bit more of a lifted look. Remember, the more lifted your eyelashes are, the more open your eyes look, which in turn makes you look a lot more awake. Make sure you're doing this when the mascara is fully dry, because if it's even the slightest bit wet, it's going to turn into a big messy mess. For blush, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Megaglo Illuminating Highlighting Palette. Is that the name of this thing? Illuminating Palette. I'm just going to grab the middle shades right here, the pinky ones, and I'm just going to swirl my brush just in the pink part. And I'm going to use that as blush. I like it because it has like an iridescent shimmer to it. So if you wanted to stop here, you totally could, and you wouldn't even have to worry about a highlight. Some days I go for a very subtle highlight, and other days I want something a little bit more potent. And when I'm talking drugstore, I usually stick with this one. This is the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana Coloricon highlighter. This is a huge pan, and I've never actually really fully gone through one because they're so big. But I love this one because it's a subtle highlight, but it makes you look so healthy and just like you're glowing from within almost. But then you also have the Precious Petals one, which I really love, which is definitely a very powerful highlighter, very powerful, very statement highlighter. So it really just depends what kind of girl you are and what highlighter you typically like to go for. For me, it really depends. Some days I like the glow, and some days I just want something very healthy and to not look too glowy. Today I think I'm in the mood for something a little bit less glowy, so I'm just going to take this one. And I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera there, but this is just a very subtle, very natural type of glow. I totally lied. I'm going to go for Precious Petals, actually. So you can actually leave it here. I think it's really pretty, and a lot of days I just stick with this. But today, I don't know. I have the camera in my face, I have the lights going, so I feel like I need to do some glowy glow. For the lips, I typically just want something that's going to hydrate my lips, so I usually just go for a balm of some sort. I typically use my Smith's Lip Balm. You can get this at Sephora. It's my absolute favorite. It's a rose lip balm. So it has a little bit of like a mentholy, like cooling type of after mint feel on it, which to me is my absolute favorite. Or I'll go with the EOS lip balm. Honestly, I really just don't care. I just want something that's going to moisturize my lips. Nothing too matte, nothing too glossy, just something very comfortable. If you are a matte girl, definitely grab your liquid lipstick and go to town, or your lip gloss, depending on what you're into. But for me, like I said, I just want something that's going to hydrate my lips. So you guys, that's pretty much going to complete my wake up and go routine. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful and maybe learned a thing or two. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you guys are enjoying my content and that you like the videos. Please don't forget to follow me on social media. I do have Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget to follow me over there to get updates whenever I'm not on here. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.